Okay, I'll try. If I don't hear from back, I mean, I don't have a huge problem with having their logos in the games tonight. But if we don't get a check by next Friday, we should probably.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and ask them that. And it's very briefly the other day, so we know they're going to do it. They did sponsor everything for the school, right?
Yeah, they're a huge sponsor. I mean, they're all over our t-shirts. Hey, it's good work.
Senior night is about to start. Yeah, I think I'm good to say good.
That flaming looks out. Not just facing this, but it's not too at all. That's the thing you're walking through. Can't really just do my phone trying to get all everybody.
Hey, did you get rid of Eric Craig and Chelsea?
No, he just had to leave them on the tie.
Okay. Just out of Schaefer said.
And the soundtrack is Game Time, powered by the Eric Craig Real Estate Team.
Yes, so like then, these ones are company for school. So,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, warriors of all ages, welcome to senior night for our cheer, dazzlers, and warrior football team. Leading us off is our cheer team, Ashley from Smithville. Escorted by parents Chris and Kendra from Smithville and sister Haley. She has been on the varsity cheer team for 4 years. Future plans are to go to a 4-year university to study physical therapy. Her favorite memory is making a music video freshman year with Haley Scott and Kaylee Seltzer and adding on to it every year. Advice: I would like to thank my mom and dad for making everything I do possible and helping me believe I can do anything I put my mind to. I would also like to thank my coaches for always believing in me and never giving up on me. I love you guys. Thank you for being my biggest role models. Ashley from Smithville. Olivia Dale. Escorted by mother Karen, father Steve, brothers Stephen and Matthew, and sister Victoria. She's been on the team for 3 years. Future plans are to double major in psychology and education at the University of Alabama. I would like to thank my parents for letting me make my own decisions and supporting me along the way to achieve my dream future. Advice to underclassmen: get involved in everything. It makes your high school experience more fun. Olivia Dale. Darcy Easter. Escorted by Mom, Destiny, Stepdad, Ben, Sister Lily, Brother Austin, and Grandma Thelma. Future plans: attend a 4-year university to study criminology and behavioral psychology. Favorite memory: my teammates hyping each other up behind the stage at UCA Nationals. I'd like to thank my coaches for supporting me throughout my years with the Smithville cheer program, teaching me lessons of dependability, hard work, and optimism that will last a lifetime. Thank you to all my teammates who have grown to be family. But most importantly, thank you to my mom for supporting me throughout all my aspirations, big and small, and my little sister for always being my #1 fan. I love you all. Word of advice: no matter your path in high school, be good to people. It is an amazing legacy to leave behind. Darcy Easton. Haley Scott. Escorted by Mom, Lori, Dad, Andy, and brother, Talon. She has been on the team for 4 years. Future plans: attend a 4-year university to study biochemistry and attend dental school. Favorite memory: cheering Sarah Shipley on during homecoming week last year when she made court. Thank you to my coaches who not only let us grow as athletes, but young women as well. I'll never be able to thank you enough for their endless support and the safe place they've created for our team. And thank you to my mom and dad who never once let me think I couldn't accomplish whatever I wanted. You inspire me every day to be a better version of myself. Thank you all for every single opportunity you've given me. Haley Scott. Haley Sulzer. Escorted by her dad Max, mom Stephanie, and brother Jax. She has been on the team for 4 years. Future plans: attend a 4-year college and continue on to law school. Favorite memory: celebrating our football team as they won the state championship last year. I'd like to thank my parents and friends for getting me to where I am today. Advice for underclassmen: make the most out of every day because it will be gone before you know it. Haley Sulzer. And let's give another round of applause to our senior cheer team. Class of 2023 Dazzlers. Delaney Deal. Escorted by parents Dave and Christine Deal and brother Dawson. Extracurricular activities and years doing them. Dazzlers for 4 years, student council for 4 years, and National Honor Society. Most memorable moment: coming off the floor at state knowing that was our best prom performance. She plans to attend a 4-year university to major in business and continue to pursue dance. She'd like to thank her parents, coaches, dance teachers, and friends who have shaped her into the person she is today. Delaney Deal. Maddie Ferris. Escorted by her mother, Tracy, and brother, Jake. She has been in Dazzlers for 4 years, student council for 4 years, and is in the National Honor Society. She remembers the Dazzlers' junior year when we came off the floor after completing our prom routine. We were all so proud of our performance and by how much we'd grown that year. After graduation, she plans to attend a 4-year university and study neuroscience and minor in art. She would like to thank her coaches for supporting her throughout her years on the team, my mom for pushing me and continuing to show constant support in everything she does, and my friends for always being there for me. I love you all. Addie Ferris. Haley Haight. Escorted by parents Christina Huff and Aaron Haight, and step-parents Justin Huff, Andrea Haight, and brother Mason. Extracurriculars, Dazzlers for 4 years, Student Council for 4 years, National Honor Society, and Studio 320 Dance for 12 years. Memorable dazzling moment coming up with the team saying, "It's just a body," to help us push through our hardest routines. In addition to the rewarding feeling after staying calm, our best performance last season. She plans to attend a 4-year university for major in business and continue to pursue dance. She would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me in every way possible, as well as my dance teachers and coaches that have helped me to develop into the dancer and person I've grown to be, teaching me skills and giving me qualities beyond the sport. I love you guys more than you'll ever know. Haley Haste. Aubrey Lawler, escorted by parents Alicia and Daniel Lawler and brother Brennan. Extracurriculars, Dazzlers team for 4 years. National Honor Society, Artistry and Motion Dance Company, 8 years. Memorable moment after our state prom performance last year. After graduation, plans to attend a 4-year university to pursue a degree in psychology and criminal justice. She would like to thank coaches and dance teachers who have gotten her to this point, along with friends and family who have supported her immensely throughout her life. Aubrey Lauder. One more round of applause for the seniors of the Dazzler team. Class of 2023 for your Smithville Warriors, Ty Atkins. Escorted by mom, Dawn Atkins, dad, Colby Atkins, younger brother Trey, younger sisters Haley and Presley. Participated in football for 4 years. Favorite memory, celebrating with all my teammates on the bus ride home after winning state. Ty Atkins. Jaden M. Being escorted by Donna, Brian, and Caleb. Participating in football for 4 years. My favorite memory would have to be watching Coach Ambrose pull his hamstring demonstrating the drill. You would have to have been there to see how funny it was. Jaden Bennett. Derek Boyd. Being escorted by parents Matt and Rondell. Participated in football 4 years. Favorite memory was being in a bit of trouble with Coach Ambrose after the part-time game last year. My punishment was having to sit in the front row of the bus next to Coach. He started telling funny stories and we laughed all the way back to school. Derek Boyd. Riley Brown, being escorted by John, Mom, Brandon, Dad, Sister Lily, brothers Everett and Julian. Participated in football for 3 years. Favorite memory is the chocolate milks after every game. Riley Brown. Ryan Dobson, being escorted by parents Richard and Catherine. Ryan has participated in football for 1 year. Favorite memory was watching the team win state. Ryan Dobson. Caleb Donnell, being escorted by Mark and Doug Donnell. Participated in football for 4 years. Favorite memory, Coach Ambrose won a hamstring, demonstrating how to get off a block. Yes, he got off the block very well. Caleb Donnell. Carson Downey, being escorted by mother Allie, father Rick, brothers Colin and Philip, and sister Emma. Participated in football for 4 years. My favorite memory was the bus ride home from the state championship. Carson Downey. Jace Farrell, being escorted by mom Shelley and dad Troy. Participated in football for 4 years. My favorite memory was winning JV state 2 years in a row. Jace Farrell. Greg Gibson, being escorted by mom Jeanette, dad Mike Gibson, and sister Destiny. Participated in football 7 years. My favorite memory was when we were in the playoffs in football and had lots of fun traveling with the team. We all had a blast. Taking state was the best part. Definitely a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Greg Gibson. Jeffrey Graham. He is escorted by father Chad Graham, mother Tanny Graham, and brother Zach Graham. Participated in football for 7 years. My favorite memory was getting an interception my sophomore year. Jeffrey Graham. And Drew Hedgecourt. He is escorted by Robert Hedgecourt's dad, Jennifer Hedgecourt's mom, and Avery, his sister. Participated in football for 4 years. My favorite memory was being able to win a state title with the same guys from youth football days. Andrew Hedgecourt. Tristan Henshaw. He is escorted by mom, Wanda Henshaw, and dad, Chris Henshaw. Participated in football for 4 years. My favorite memory was winning the state championship. Tristan Henshaw. Hayden Ruby, been escorted by Jennifer Ruby mom, Tim Ruby dad, Samson Ruby brother, Sawyer Ruby brother. Participated in football for 10 years. My favorite memory was getting to spend every day with friends, coaches, and people I love, while working to become better football players and people. Hayden Ruby. Eli North. Being escorted by dad, Nate, mom, Lisa, siblings Isaac, Micah, Hayden, and Haley. Participated in football for 4 years. My favorite memory is junior year, when Coach Ambrose pulled a hammy, showing us a dip and rip. He hit the ground, coaching us the whole time. Eli North. Justin Perkins. Being escorted by mom, Alexis Perkins, dad, David Perkins, brother Jackson Perkins. Participated in football for 2 years. My favorite memory was a police escort after winning state. Justin Perkins. Ryan Pistano, being escorted by dad Howard Pistano, mom Lori Pistano, brother Nolan Pistano. Participated in football for 4 years. My favorite memory was the bus ride home from the MICDS game. Ryan Pistano. Garrett Pulse, being escorted by mom, Mandy, dad, Bill, brother Lane. Participated in football for 4 years. Favorite memory was last year's MICDS game. Gary Pulse. Kevin Flipchuck. Being escorted by father Gary, mother Jana, sister Reagan, and brother Alex. Participated in football 4 years. Favorite memory was when Coach Ambrose pulled his hamstring, showing us how to use his shot technique. Kevin Flipchuck. Preston Rash. Being escorted by parents Don and Joseph and sisters Kaylin and Ava. Participated in football 4 years. Favorite memory was running Coach Ambrose over sophomore year trying to catch a punt. His good skill moves optimally to this day. Preston Rash. Zachary Stinnett, being escorted by dad, Garrett, mom, Randy, brother Nick, and sister Lexi. Participated in football for 4 years. Favorite memory was winning state and just being there from practices to games, hanging out with the people I enjoyed playing football with. Zachary Stinnett. Dawson Strickland, being escorted by Jackie Teagarden, mom, Sean Strickland dad, and Colby Strickland brother. Participated in football for 4 years. Not my favorite, but definitely memorable moment was playing in freezing rain in JV game freshman year. My favorite memory was taking a warm shower afterwards. Dawson Strickland. Tyler Sully Sullinger. He escorted by dad Derek, mom Camille, and brother Zach. Has been playing since he was 5 years old, from Longhorn days all the way back through to his senior year. My favorite memory was winning the semi-state game against MICES and hearing the student section chant our school song along with the team. Tyler Sosa. Noah Tormes, being escorted by father Rafael Tormes, mother Tracy Tormes, participated in football for 3 years. My favorite memory was when Coach Ambrose pulled his hamstring, showed us how to dip the rip, and continued to coach us as he stretched out and laid on the ground. Noah Tormes. Cole Turner, being escorted by parents Ryan and Kristen Turner, brother Chase, sister Quinn. Participated in football for 4 years. Favorite memory was a comeback win against MICES to go to state. Cole Turner. Ryan Mears, being escorted by parents Kevin and Emily and sister Sydney. Participated in football for 4 years. Favorite memory was beating MICES
The whole team?
and state.
So you see
Ryan
people lined up on the
Mears.
side, like people are lined up this way.
Sam Warmson, being escorted by mom, dad, brother, sister. Participated in football for 4 years. Favorite memory was watching Coach Club
But one's not this way, the one's not standing up.
Sam
We
Warmson.
got way more than us. We probably
A
got
great big round of applause for the seniors of the cheer, Dazzle, and your Smithville Warriors football team.
You wanna mess with the light filter?
Don't show.
We don't have a
Take a picture of this one, maybe.
That's a good idea.
We have all monster. We just don't have those.
We just know who the quarterback is. Yeah, I think that guy's.
Yeah.
Number 7 is starting to that number 1 for down there. For them. No, let's turn that off real quick.
Hey, they can hear us.
Yeah, turn the noise suppression off. No, the
Josh.
Dodgers are about to do a team. They can't hear us, it's muted.
They can hear us. Stop messing with it.
Welcome to the 2022-2023 season. The Smithville Warriors are defending state champs for the first time in school history. I am Toby Ford alongside Eli Bosley to present this game to you.
And Toby, doesn't it feel nice defending state champions?
For sure, Eli
That
Bosley.
feels great.
Yeah. Got a lot of people returning too, such as senior quarterback Andrew Hedgecorth. What are your words for him, Eli?
Just go and ball out and have a great senior season, Hedgie. You did us proud last year winning that state title.
We got some new roles for some juniors stepping up this year. Max McKenzie and Jet Coleman will be the leaders in this wide receiver core this year. We got new guys in the defensive end too. Ben Morosky and Sam Warrenson will be huge new parts in the secondary, stepping up. And the big question is, who's going to replace Cody Simoncic this year?
Big
Eli?
question. And Noah Ricker.
No,
A lot of those seniors. Mason Krim.
Mason Krim is at Truman State University now. Mason Krim is at Truman State, and Cody Simoncic is at Northwest.
Northwest.
And then Brett Foster, our number one wide receiver last year, is at
South Dakota State.
Yeah, South Dakota State.
We came to first and 10.
We have a Raytown roster.
Number 7, Nate Whiteberg.
The seniors for the Warriors, the captains for the Warriors, number 22, Caleb Donnell, number 24, Kevin Flipchuk, number 11, Andrew Hedgecorth,
Number 4,
and number 4, Dawson Strickland.
number 11, Andrew Hedgecourt.
Caleb Donnell.
Donnell, Strickland, Hedgecorth, and Flipchuk are the captains for the Warriors.
Today was senior night for the football players and cheerleaders.
Warriors win the toss and elect to defer.
And Smithville Warriors haven't lost a game since November of 2020.
Is that Platte County?
Raytown received the opening kickoff.
It was Elias.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Elias, of course. Who could forget that game? But it was great the way after that Elias game, how they were fueled up to come back in 2021, go undefeated, and win the first state title in school history. Let's see if they can go back-to-back.
It's going to be
Gonna miss a lot of guys, but this roster still has a lot of those returning starters, and I think that we have a great chance of doing it again.
I think it's a big player to look for the Smithville team is going to be Kevin Flipchuk.
True.
Kevin Flipchuk was a huge linebacker for us last year when we had injuries, and really he was capable of being a top linebacker. But we were so loaded on linebackers, he didn't get a lot of time. But this year he's going to be one of our main linebackers. And it's going to be a big deal.
It's Brady Epstein. Number 17, Tyler Carroll Williams. On the kickoff for the Warriors, number 24, Kevin Swipchuk.
The Warriors look like they tried to squib it. Marcus Eastridge, Jr. is a kicker for the Warriors for kickoffs.
Yeah, Toby, 2 new kickers this year for the Warriors. Marcus Eastridge will be doing kickoffs, and for field goals, Zach Wheeler,
And
both juniors.
I hear that Logan Hennigan will actually be taking the extra points, and Zach Wheeler will be taking the field goal ball. So that was an interesting decision. So we'll have 3 kickers this year for the Warriors.
Nice.
I guess the Warriors did something illegal there on the kickoff, but they're about to redo it. Raytown has a 4-star offensive lineman, Logan Rickert.
Logan Reichert, he's got SEC offers. He's really good. Smithville beat Raytown last year, so don't count the Warriors out.
Smithville went to Raytown and beat them 34-0 last year. Cooper Williams was the kickoff person there for the Warriors. As Javon Williams returns it almost to the 40-yard line for the Raytown Bluejays. So a few new faces out there for the Warriors defense. Sam Warrenson will be a new starting safety for them. Well, we got returners, Ryan Weirs in the secondary and Caleb Donnell in the secondary. Dawson Strickland will be our edge rusher.
See Eli Nora in there too. And Justin Perkins. It looks like Tristan Henshaw.
First down and 10 for the Blue Jays. They hand it off. And multiple Warriors get on that quickly.
A lot of seniors in this lineup, Toby. See Aiden Ambrosian out there too.
Yeah, Aiden Ambrosian, junior linebacker, will be taking over duties in place of Gabe Talley, senior last year.
Don't count out Ryan Weirs. Towards the end of the year, Ryan Weirs went on a campaign, interceptions all over the place.
Warriors bring the blitz. Raytown throws a screen, and the Warriors are on it quickly. That's that'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
All right, let's go, defense! Number 62 in on the tackle for the Warriors. It's a 3rd down and 5.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Ambrose brings some blitz here, Eli.
Yeah. I think he can do it. He's got some big dudes up in the front 4 with Noor, Henshaw.
Yep. 3rd down and 6. It's a QB run.
He didn't get it.
Dawson Strickland is all over it. And it'll be a 3 and out for the Blue Jays.
Number 7 is right there with the carrier for the Blue Jays.
Fourth down and 6. Raytown South, Raytown Blue Jays punting this away. Looks like the quarterback's going to punt it.
It's close. Oh, almost blocked by Aiden Ambrosian.
And it takes a good Warrior bounce.
Take the win. Got to hold that one, Toby. Great advantage for the Warriors right there.
Great advantage, Eli. Now the Warriors will set up shop at the 37-yard line. Their own 37-yard line.
Out comes Andrew Hedgecourt, 3rd season as the Warriors starting quarterback. I'm excited to see what he's going to do in his last year as the quarterback.
He's committed to
Missouri S&T to play baseball.
He's a very good shortstop, and he's a heck of a quarterback, too. So here we go. It'll be 1st down and 10. Hedgecourt's got Caleb Donnell in the backfield, senior running back. Carson Downey out there in wide receiver. Jet Coleman's lined up in the slot. Max McKenzie out wide. Coleman goes through motion. Hedgecourt's going to hand it off to Caleb Donnell as he gets wrapped up pretty quickly for a gain of 3.
Number 22, Caleb Donnell on the carry for the Warriors. Number 3, Justin Stonefield on the tackle for the Blue Jays. Gain of 3, 7 down and 7.
So Jet Coleman and Max McKenzie last year, we saw a lot of them as replacements when both Kelton Nitchie and Rhett Foster were dealing with foot injuries, but now they finally get the reins as the 2 starting receivers, and so
It's going to be fun to watch, Eli. Both of them are super fast.
it's not any different than what it was last year. The only difference is they're starting and they're going to get a little more playing time. But after what we saw from them last year, not any different.
Screen to Max McKenzie. Raytown's on it pretty quickly. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
We got some new dudes in the offensive line, too. You know, Tristan Wald left. We lost Preston Riddle. It's a lot of young experience on the offensive line, and they're holding up pretty well so far.
See if Coach Ambrosen goes to his signature hitch and go route here for one of his receivers. The main part of their offense last year was hitches and goes. Jet Coleman's lined up in the slot. Max McKenzie and Carson Downey are out wide. Kevin Flitchup lined up at tight end. Hedge court drops his back. He's going to look a shot downfield. He's got Carson Downey to the 37-yard line. Raytown Bluejays. A little out route from Carson Downey sets up a perfect play to the 37-yard line.
That brings up the Warriors first.
So, Boz, Carson Downey didn't get a lot of time last year, so this is going to be a big year for him, too.
Yes. Carson Downey's a great receiver. This team was just stacked with receivers, and, you know, now that most of them are gone and graduated, these kids that didn't get as much playing time last year, they're going to step up and get those big opportunities because they've been waiting a long time for this.
1st and 10, Jet Coleman goes in motion. Hedge court gives it to Donnell. Donnell finds a gap and gets about 5 yards.
Great run by Donnie. You know, not only can he play DB, but he's a great power back. Saw a lot of him last year when Hayden Sig was injured. Him splitting carries with Preston Rash.
Caleb Donnell is a do-it-all type player. He plays cornerback and running back.
A great run right there from Sleepy Don.
He can do it all, offensively and defensively. 2nd and 5. Warriors in the pistol. Raytown showing blitz. They give it to Preston Rash here. Preston Rash gets a few yards. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd down here. Be about 3rd down and 3.
$7:22 left in the first quarter. Still scoreless, but the Warriors are knocking on the door. This offense looking as lethal as they've always been.
3rd and 3 here for the Warriors. Jack Coleman in the slot. He's going to be a dangerous slot receiver. Hedge court tries to draw him off sides to see audibles.
I don't know. Max McKenzie out. And one-on-one. Might go to McKenzie.
He is going to go to McKenzie, Boz, and he's got him. 1st down.
Great play by Hedgecorth. You know, got the 3 receivers on one-on-one. Just pick the best matchup and try to attack the defense from that perspective.
And right there, Eli is a perfect example of Hedgecourt's IQ there. He sees Max McKenzie's got a one-on-one, and the D-back is playing off of him, and he knows a little quick hitch route right there will get it done.
Well, it's football and baseball IQ, you know? It's not any different than the shortstop trying to pitch it to the first baseman to get the out. It's a split-second reaction.
1st down
And that's
10.
what can make a really great quarterback.
Preston Rash has got a hole. Takes it past the 20-yard line for a gain of 6.
This Jet Coleman's going to come out.
You're not going to use a whole lot of Caleb Donnell in the backfield because I know they got to save his energy. And
Don't want to gas him. Don't want to gas him because we need some DBs.
he's our number
So
one.
Ty Atkins coming in for Jet Coleman.
Lots of depth at wide receiver this year.
Can't wait to see a lot more Ty Atkins. I'll tell you right now.
Court takes a snap. Gives it to Preston Rash. Looks like he got the first down. It'll be close. They're going to mark him short. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Aiden Ambrosian coming in on the offense now. Out comes Preston Rash and Carson Downey and Tristan Henshaw.
Aiden Ambrosian is another utility running back the Warriors will be using.
There's a lot of defense, too. Play anything.
3rd down and 1 here. Warriors are going to go in that same pistol formation with 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Edge course motions to Aiden Ambrosian out wide.
I think it's going to Ambro.
It's a screen. And Ambrosian's got tons of room.
Go, Ambro!
And to the 5, to the 3-yard line. That was a great play call by Coach Ambrosian.
First and goal to 4-yard line.
Coach got to hit the running back on the out route.
Raytown was expecting a run up the middle, and Coach Ambrosian countered with throw out wide to the tailback. So 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Signed up in the pistol.
You know, we've seen that a lot, Toby, over the years. We saw that a lot with Hayden Sig, you know, using his durability and his double.
Off to Ambrosian, gets a yard or 2.
Double ability to both not only run the ball, but also catch.
Yes, Hayden Sig was a huge part last year. He had suffered that injury, and Caleb Donnell had to step up at the end of the year, but Hayden Sig was a huge back for us, both catching and running.
Well, they all did great, and we're going to miss them a lot. But this offense, it's like they never left so far right now, Toby.
Same old Warriors.
Hit every pass in stride, every run's going for 3 or more yards.
It's a 2nd and goal here.
So that Warriors offense, it's going to take them back-to-back state titles, and it's looking really good so far. As there's a handoff to Caleb Donnell.
He's in.
Is he?
Touchdown.
No, I don't know. They haven't marked him yet. Might be down for 1.
Short, Eli. They're saying he's short.
Oh, they're going to bring in an extra blocker.
Here's when they bring in one of their D tackles and to block. They use Mason Krim.
Brought in Cole Becker.
They use
Sneak.
here they sneak and head for
Touchdown. So Logan Hannigan on to attempt the extra point and make this a 7-0 game. 2:55 left in the first, and the Warriors offense, it's like they never left.
right there. They caught us off guard. Eli. They went no huddle and QB sneaked it. They caught everyone off guard right there.
Not surprised. You got to run the hurry up offense. That defense doesn't have any time to react. And that's an offensive advantage, but that's what the Warriors do so great.
Logan Hennigan on to take the extra point. It's up and good. And the Warriors get off to a 7-0 start.
2:55 in the first quarter. Smithville 7, Raytown Bluejays.
2 minutes and 55 seconds in the first quarter. The Warriors lead 7-0. We'll be right back in a sec. Tomahawk chops going. Student section. It's USA themed for the students. So they're all dressed up in USA. It's a squib kick, and Raytown falls on it at their own 48-yard line. Interesting choice by Coach Ambrose. But Eli, that just shows Coach Ambrose is so confident in his defense, he's willing to do a squib kick in the middle of the first quarter.
I mean, it's football. It's a game where you got to take risks once in a while. You know, those fourth downs, you got to be willing to take risks once in a while. And special teams, you got to be willing to take a risk as well. You know, if you got to try a 50-yard field goal to win the game, you got to have confidence in your kicker. That's part of it. So that really just shows, you know, how much trust the coaches have in all three of the kickers: Hennigan, Wheeler, and Eastridge.
The refs are discussing something, so both teams are huddled up. I think they're trying to decide if the onside kick was legal. I'm sure it was.
So the ruling is it has to go 10 yards past the line of scrimmage where it's kicked. So
It landed on the other side of the field, so it was over 10 yards. The Warriors defense heads back out on the field.
you know, that's something they instill in you early on. Once you start playing in those onside kicks have to go 10 yards. If you recover them before 10 yards, it's going to be a flag, and don't want that to happen because it's crucial. Along with a lot of other rulings. Excuse me.
So first down and 10 for Raytown. 2:55 to go in the first quarter. It's a handoff, and the outside is there. A great tackle by Ryan Weirs. A diving tackle that might have saved the first down there.
Ryan Williams on the tackle for the Warriors. Gain of 8. Second down 2.
Whitebeer is the quarterback. Nate Whitbeer is quarterback for Raytown. It's another handoff to the back.
Oh, great tackle that time.
It's going to be short. The give was to Freddie Ursary.
I couldn't tell who came in on that play. Looked like it was Tristan Henshaw there. Excuse me, Tristan Henshaw with that great tackle.
First down, Bluejays.
They're going to give him the first down. Interesting.
So this front four, all seniors. And that's what makes it special, you know. There are a lot of seniors on this team. It's experience.
So first down and 10 here for Raytown.
I'm only seeing one non-senior right now, and that's Aiden Ambrosian, which really just shows you the amount of
speed option, and the Warriors are all over that.
the amount of experience the Warriors have. Actually, I guess Ben Morosky's out there too. So 2 juniors
Ben, yep. Ben is,
and 9 seniors.
Ben is now a huge part of this defense in the secondary. And
Just
Ben
like his
is on
brother.
the speed option.
Loss of 1. Second down 11.
Ben played a lot last year too when our senior corner went down last year.
I'm still not counting out Ryan Weirs. Ryan Weirs is going to get a pick sooner or later.
Second and 12. He's looking deep downfield. Caleb Donnell.
One-on-one with Donnie and
incomplete. Overthrown.
oh, come on, ref.
So pass interference is going to be the call. I don't know if I can agree with that one.
I won't agree with it. That was a great play by Donnie. Locked up the receiver the entire route, and
that shows you right there, Caleb Donnell. He turns his head and he chases that down, but I think they're going to get him for pushing the guy out of bounds. I don't know if I can agree with that. But that shows you Caleb Donnell's ability to cover man to man right there. That was perfect coverage and blown opportunity with the referees there.
They always say the more experience you get, helps you progress. And, all those injuries last year, these juniors last year that kind of stepped in, got that experience, especially it was the right time because it was right around the end of the regular season going into districts and
First
state.
down and 10. They give to the back, and Dawson and Aiden Ambrosen are on that one. Strickland and Ambrosen make the tackle.
So they took that experience and built upon it. And this defense is looking really stacked.
Second down and 6 for the Raytown Bluejays.
And let's not forget that there's one guy that's not going to be playing tonight, but is a big part of this defense, and that's Derek Boyd. Can't wait to see him come back. This defense is going to look absolutely spectacular.
Second down and 6. They give it to the toss, and Preston Rash and Dawson Strickland make the tackle behind the line. It's going to be set up for the down and 7.
When he's back, so
back to what you're saying, Eli. Derek Boyd is a huge part of this defense that tore his ACL.
So this isn't even not to sound like insensitive, but this isn't even the best defense. But this defense is playing absolutely spectacular right now. Just shows you the depth, the amount of depth on this team.
So that's
the guys that have played in big positions. Go ahead, Toby.
That's the end of the first quarter. Warriors 7, Raytown 0. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Chops Barbecue, Eric Craig Real Estate, and Bashir Street and Lawn, as we'll be back in a few. So third down and 7 here. Big play for the defense. I'm assuming this is 4-down territory for the Blue Jays as well.
Raytown's on the Warrior 25-yard line, so from here it'd be about a 42-yard field goal.
Third down and 7. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. He's got his man on the sideline for a first down and much more. To the 12-yard line of the Smithville Warriors. Flag on the play here.
This might be going back.
Wondering if it's a hold. Oftentimes when the quarterback rushes the pocket early, it ends up being called back.
Oh, illegal man downfield, so. But, it kind of relates, Toby. As an offensive lineman, you have to make that crucial, you have to make the critical thought that, it could be set up as a run play, but, the quarterback could change the play, could go out, and then, obviously offensive lineman on the passes, you can't really go downfield. So you got to make that critical thought, and, sometimes when it's a pass play and the offensive lineman's just beyond the line of scrimmage, it's going to come back, and so that can really hurt an offense, especially when, they just converted on a huge 3rd and long.
So third down and 12 here for the Blue Jays. They have 2 running backs in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff on 3rd and 12. He's got some room, breaks the tackle, and now it sets up a 4th down and 3, and I'm guessing they're going to try and go for this one. Back to what you're saying, boss. Derek Boyd had a torn ACL last year, and this defense is waiting on his return as he's making steps closer to returning. hoping we'll get him back this year. So 4th down and 3. Raytown's got 4 wide receivers out there. Spread. Smithville in their 4-3 base.
Quick pass down the middle. Another conversion on 1st down. And that'll put the Blue Jays in the red zone.
That was a really nice pass.
Gonna put them at the 9-yard line. So 1st and goal with 11 minutes left in the half. Warriors still up 7-0.
Quarterback Nate Whitbeer. Whitbeer made an amazing sidearm flick there, getting it quick out of the stands for the defense to react as they hand it off. Room on the outside.
That's gonna. Oh!
Ryan Weirs chases him down and makes the tackle.
Great play, because I thought that was gonna be 6 for Raytown, but a great play that time by Ryan Weirs.
Weirs is showing right now that he can fill in.
He didn't leave.
Safety.
He never left.
Very talented safety. Weirs has timeout will be called.
Timeout called by the Warriors. So we'll be back after the timeout.
Second down and goal.
Come up here and watch the game.
Second and goal. Raytown has 2 backs in the field. Now they motion QB run, and he's in for the score. Blue Jays have tied it up here in the 2nd quarter with 10 minutes to go.
So great response by the Blue Jays there. An extra point away from tying it up. 10:21 left in the half. So that shows you this Raytown team already responded great. So this could be a shootout. You know, I was talking with some of the guys earlier this week, and they said that this is potentially the biggest game of the season. It's only week 1.
So never mind about tying it up. Raytown's going to go.
Oh, they're going for 2.
They have a great offensive lineman. They're actually going to throw a slant.
Didn't work.
The Warriors maintain the lead, 7-6 here with 10:21 to go. But Raytown that drive showed a very good power run game using their 6'7" 4-star offensive lineman.
Logan Reichert.
So Warriors are going to need to respond. But that was a good test for the Warriors defense. We got a little bit of inexperience out there.
Yeah. It's okay. It's just the first drive.
First
you know.
game of the year. And these
It's okay to let them score first game of the year. Although, just because the Warriors shut their opponents out the first 3 games, that doesn't matter. It's a new team. A lot of inexperience, a lot of guys, You got to learn. You got to learn somehow.
These first 2 games for the Warriors are going to be big because we get Raytown at home and Platte County at home, arguably the 2 toughest games of the season at the very beginning of the year.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great early test for the Warriors, Those kids that maybe didn't get a lot of playing time last year on the state title team that are maybe, incoming sophomores. The great experience to be able to step up with all the departures that the Warriors had. But, I don't really see any changes. Still strong as ever. Still got a lot of returning starters. And it looks like they're gonna maybe onside this kick here.
Raytown does not have the kicker. It looks like they avoided kicking the extra point.
Raytown's being ruthless right now. Oh, recovered by the Warriors. Oh, no, it's still out. Oh, Raytown recovered.
Raytown recovers the onside kick.
Raytown being super ruthless right now.
Carson Downey, I believe, was on the onside kick there and just muffed the catch off the ground.
Well, the good news is the Warriors recovered. Oh, no, they didn't. I'm sorry. Raytown did recover.
So that was a huge break for Raytown as they'll have first down and 10 now.
What a gutsy call by the special teams coach for Raytown.
That's what they did last year too. They didn't have a kicker and they did onside kick almost every time. So first down and 10. 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Whitbeer's going to take the snap and hand it off. And the Warriors step on that quickly for a gain.
On the carry for the Bluejays. Number 20, Preston Rash on the tackle for the Warriors. No gain, second down and 10.
Preston Rash, another linebacker out there that didn't play linebacker last year, filling in for Derek Boyd's ACL injury.
Good news is I talked to Derek Boyd today, and he told me he's making really good progress, and he's really pumped up to get back out there. And I think the rest of this defense is fired up that, when he's going to come back.
False start on Raytown.
But this is going to be a really great team. So we can't wait to see that happen. Because then this defense will just get better. The season will progress.
So the false start will set up second down and 15.
Run about 5 yards, bring up second down and 15.
This defense looking to get a stop and rebound from the last drive.
And this is a tough environment to play in. It's a little different than playing in Raytown last year. The student section is getting really fired up right now.
There we go, second and 15. Whitbeer to take the snap. Warriors in their base 4-3 on defense. And it's again a 2 with that up to 13. So Eli did some talking to some of the Warriors players today. And
Yep.
they're focused more defensive, primarily on running a 4-3 base formation. Last year they did mix it up and did a lot of 3-4 stuff with some outside linebacker rushes. This year they're focused on a 3 linebacker set with 4 pass rushes inside. Dawson Strickland on one edge.
Josh Spear returning as the Warriors defensive coordinator. Did a really great job last year with the
Andrew Hedgecourt.
defensive players.
So he escapes the
Great
pass
blitz
rush
early on.
and runs it to the sideline and out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. Right there, the Warriors brought in Andrew Hedgecourt at defensive back. The QB for the Warriors played in the secondary on that play. Great pass rushes. Preston Rash broke free.
But like I was saying, Toby, the defensive genius of Spear, he can just dial up those safety blitzes. He knows chemistry and the inner workings of all these players, what best suits them.
4th down and 10. Raytown's looking like they're going to go for it, but I'm guessing they'll drop back and punt this one. They're staying aggressive. They're going for it.
Raytown is relentless. Oh, no!
He's got a man in the scramble drill as he finds the running back to the 25-yard line.
Oh, boy.
Whitbeer is doing a great job of escaping the pocket right now and making plays with his legs and throwing on the run. That was a huge, gutsy call. A huge call, but Raytown right now looks playing with their hair on fire. They know they have nothing to lose going up against a team that hasn't lost a game since 2020.
I don't know who Raytown's coach is, but right now he deserves a lot of gratitude. He's really
QB run.
Pulling out the stops here.
Shoots Ben Morosky
Oh,
out.
boy.
Keeps flowing to the outside, and Whitbeer is playing with his hair on fire.
Dawson Strickland had to push him out of bounds because that would have been a
Right there, he juked a few guys out, looking like Lamar Jackson.
Would have been a dangerous play.
Forced out of bounds.
Ben Morosky went flying on that play.
10 yards. Good for a Blue Jays.
That sets up
down.
a 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Right there, you could tell Whitbeer was not trying to take a hit, though. He was trying to escape that and get out of bounds as fast as he could.
I don't know, Toby. He's wearing number 7. Might be the next Michael Vick here.
1st down and 10. Whitbeer hands it off. Another outside run. That's what they like to do. Kevin Flipchuck on the tackle. A gain of 8 for the Blue Jays.
24.
He is looking like another Michael Vick. Or you could say Malik Willis.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He wears number 7, too. For those of you who don't know who Malik Willis is, played his college ball at Liberty University. Led the Flames to back-to-back bowl games under Hugh Freeze and got drafted by the Tennessee Titans this year. He's going to be backing up Ryan Tannehill. Although, in my personal opinion, he's definitely going to take Tannehill's job by week 3, so.
I believe you. So timeout. Smithville. Here to bring up 2nd down and 3. There's 7 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. As we will take a short break. Second and 2 at the 11-yard line.
7:19 left in the half.
Town here take the Whitbeer take the snap. Receivers. Running back goes in motion to the other side. It's going to be a QB run. He's got a hole and takes it for a 1st down. It'll set up 1st and goal.
I don't know, Toby. White Bear, that quarterback's looking really good so far. Might have found the dual threat weapon in the conference.
Dual threat. Right now, the Warriors need to pick it up a notch. You gotta know that this is a new season, and everybody starts out new season 0-0.
Expectations are a little high now that they've got a state title under their belt.
1st down and goal for Whitbeer. 2 running backs in the field.
Gonna be a little harder to play now. Oh, almost fumbled the ball. Great play by the defense.
Dawson Strickland gets through and makes the sack.
And Kevin Flipchuck came in too. Great effort by those two.
Great awareness by the defense there to pick up that he just bubbled the snap. Second down and goal now. Around the 10-yard lines. It's going to be tough for Raytown to get in. But Raytown is playing with 4 downs this whole game. They're going to be aggressive, and they're going to go for it. Any 4th down chance they get. 2nd and goal. Warriors showing blitz.
It's an opportunity. Oh, he fumbled again!
And the tackle. Another sack for the Warriors.
Flip is playing his heart out tonight, Toby.
Well, right there, Flip was coming in on the blitz. They did a little engage 8 there. Brought 8 pass rushers. As Flip is there on the sack as he bobbles the
3rd down goal from the 16.
Bobbles the snap. And right now, the center for Raytown's having a problem.
Yeah. Gotta have a great communication between the center and the quarterback.
It's Third down and goal from the 19-yard line. You know Raytown's still going to play with 4 downs here, so they have 2 opportunities to get into the end zone. Warriors are backing people up. They're bringing a 3-man rush. He picks it up. He breaks a tackle.
There's a flag out, but Dawson Strickland with the sack.
It couldn't have been a face mask, Eli. I don't know what the flag is. I'm thinking it's holding.
And they waited till 1 second on the clock, so I think that was a poor communication by the offense.
It was almost.
This team environment is getting to them. This crowd is rocking right now.
Well, here's the call by the ref. They're discussing it. It looked like it was going to be a delay of game, but he didn't throw the flag out right away. He waited till the quarterback was almost sacked. So I'm thinking it's either a holding or a face mask.
Well, I don't think it was a delay of game because I was watching the play clock and they did snap it at 1.
So
Snap it at 1 second. So
holding on the offense. So that Coach Ambrose will decline the penalty. And now you're looking at a 4th and goal from the 28.
I'm sorry, Toby, but I gotta give credit to our student section. New spirit leader Lauren Frank taking over for Emma Becker. Keep rocking. Keep rocking, guys.
The crowd is loud, and the center has now had 3 high snaps, and each time Whitbeer somehow has managed to bobble every single one. Raytown right now is just kicking themselves in the foot. 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the half. 3 wide receivers. It's a toss to the running back. It's a quick play. Throws over the middle. It's incomplete. So Raytown fails on 4th and goal. The Warriors will set up shop at their own 23-yard line here with 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go.
Warriors take over on down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Just a break for water.
Taking a water break.
Gotta get hydrated.
So we'll be back.
We'll be back.
In a few. First down and 10 for the Warriors. Press coverage on Max McKenzie.
Man in motion.
Warriors are going to fake the toss. Hedgecourt's going to keep it. He's got plenty of room. He's got 40. Here's the dual threat quarterback we all know and love, Andrew Hedgecourt.
Gotta love it, Toby. We're full of dual threats. We might as well call ourselves the dual threat.
He is a bad man.
Bad man.
I'm convinced. Here we go. First down and 10. 4 minutes to go. Pistol here. 3 wide receivers again for the Warriors. They've been doing a lot of this. Hedgecourt's going to throw a quick out route to Jet. And Jet tried to use the speed outside, but Raytown quickly pounced on it. It'll be a gain of nothing.
On reception from Hedgecourt. Number 2, Jalen Johnson on the tackle for the Blue Jays. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
Second down and 10 for the Warriors. 3 minutes left in the half. Hand off to Caleb Donnell. He gets a few, and it'll be third down and around 7.
Number 2.
My partner Eli Bosley had to go leave for the band. He'll be back in the second half.
Third down and 7.
Third down and 7 for the Warriors. They lead 7-6 here with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Last time they had a one-score game, the only game where they had that was a one-score game last year was in the MICDS game. All their other games were above 2-score games that they won. And Raytown right now is doing a great job, only being down 1 right now in the second quarter. Third down and 7. Colin Mueller in motion. Hedge court takes a snap. He's going to look deep downfield. He's looking on the out route. He's got Jet Coleman. Finds him at the 30-yard line. It's in his name. Jet is a Jet. And that's what they've been looking for. Jet Coleman is so fast. Him and Max McKenzie will cause problems all year. But right there, what you're going to see is you're going to see Carson Downey is going to run an in, or Max McKenzie, excuse me, is going to run an in route, and Jet Coleman's going to run an out route, and they're going to mesh with each other. Raytown in man-to-man coverage, they found themselves lost. Hedgeworth fakes the screen. He's going to run. He's got a huge hole. Uses his speed to the 10, to the 5. Warriors. A beautiful run by Andrew Hedgeworth, as he showed a huge boost of acceleration. That's what you're going to see from him all year long. Every team in our conference and in the state is going to see that man run the ball. They used a fake screen there and threw the whole defense off with the run. Logan Hennigan on to take the extra point. Lines it up, and it's a beautiful kick. As the Warriors take a 14-6 lead here with 1:49 to go. Coach Ambrose is already showing that his offense is capable of creating big plays. There are 3 plays in that drive that were over 15 yards. 2 runs by Hedgecourt and the throw by Hedgecourt to Jack Coleman. This shows you what this offense can be capable of this year. Pick off around the 25-yard line. Raytown players collide as he goes to the ground. So Raytown has the ball at their own 25 here. There's 1:48 left in the half, so Raytown's going to have to move quickly. The other Highway 92 rivalry game is going on right now between Platte County and Kearney. Platte County leads them 7-0 in the second quarter. That'll be a game to follow. and I'll give you score updates as this game goes along. 1st and 10 for Raytown. 1:48 to go in the half. They're going to have to move quickly. Whitbeer takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Eli Knorr on the tackle, gain of around 5. If they want to score, they're going to have to move faster.
Number 62, Eli Knorr in on the tackle for the Warriors. Gain of 6 yards, 2nd down and 4.
And they are. They're going to go no huddle here. 1:20 to go. 2nd down and 5. Whitbeer takes a snap. Warriors bring 4. It's a huge tackle by the defensive back. Secondary. But the wide receiver on Raytown totally held Aiden Ambrose, and the refs just didn't call it. But you could tell that was a completely an illegal pick route. He ran straight towards Ambrose, and that set up the wide receiver out wide to make the catch. Second down and 10. Raytown used the timeout. There's 1:13 to go.
1st and 10 Bluejays at the 39-yard line.
Raytown only has 1 timeout left, so now they really got to move quick. 3-man rush from Smithville. It's a QB run. And Whitbeer takes off down the sideline and out of bounds around the 50.
Number 7, White Bear on the carry for the Bluejays.
His speed right now is going subpar, and it is a great QB chess match between Hedgecourt and Whitbeer.
Gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bluejays 1st down.
And it is huge for Raytown when you have a 6'7" offensive lineman who has multiple D1 offers on your squad. He's a huge left tackle for them. They got trips out wide. 1:07 to go. Whitbeer takes a snap. It's a short out route. Throw is caught and out of bounds for a gain of 2 yards. That'll set up 2nd down and 8. He got out of bounds, though, so the clock will stop at 1:02. Right now, the Warriors need to try and contain them and keep them from getting out of bounds. Raytown right now is getting out of bounds whenever they want. 2nd and 8. Warriors are showing 3 here. A lot of dropbacks from this defense. Right now, they have an extra DB in the secondary. And it's Andrew Hedgecourt, the quarterback. Now, Whitbeer to run again, and he gets out of bounds. Gain of 2, it'll set up 3rd and 6. Right now, the Warriors are doing a little bit of a drop back and say, we'll give you 2 yards any day you want. Andrew Hedgecourt, the quarterback right now, is in the secondary to add help. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 with there's 56 seconds left in the half. Raytown continues to get out of bounds to stop the clock. Whitbeer's got trips out to his right. Warriors have many people in the secondary. He drops the snap, stays with it. Now he's trying to run, and he's sacked by multiple Warriors. That'll set up 4th down. Now it's going to be interesting to see if Coach Ambrosen calls timeout.
Loss of 3 on the play. Bring up 4th down and 9. Timeout, Warriors.
So Coach Ambrosen will call timeout. They want an extra possession offensively.
Timeout, Bluejays.
Actually, it'll be Raytown who calls their last timeout. So 4th down and 9. And Raytown has been going for it all game. So it'll be interesting to see if they go for it again. They don't have much of a kicker. They've been very aggressive in this game. They've had multiple fourth down conversions already and recovered an onside kick. The Warriors have only had 2 possessions on their offense. Both possessions resulted in touchdowns. So right now, it's a matter of can the Raytown Bluejays keep the Warriors from having the ball in their hands. So Smithville looks like they're going to drop 7, 8 back in the secondary again.
4th down and 9 for the 50-yard line.
8 guys looking to be in the secondary. Everybody is at least 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 9. Whitbeer takes the snap. Dawson comes on the edge. And he gets out of it, runs to his left. He's going to look to throw it deep. Dawson comes in, Preston Brass sacks him. A huge loss for the Blue. Dawson Strickland, that is what he is all about. If you paid attention closely to him on that play, he's going to he gets flattened by the offensive lineman, gets up and chases the quarterback down the sideline and forces him out of bounds. Great heart hustle by Dawson Strickland. First down and 10 for the Warriors. Head coach tries to draw him off sides. He's going to make an audible here. 37 seconds to go in the half. I believe the Warriors only have 1 timeout to go. Head coach takes a snap. It's a quick hitch. Almost intercepted. Great hustle by Carson Downey. He almost caught it.
Broken up by number 4.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Pass was intended for number 19.
Very scary play there. Raytown seems to have watched their film from last year. The Warriors like to run a lot of hitch routes. They run a hitch route right there. Raytown jumps on it and almost picks it. Snap clock at 10 right now. 32 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10 at their own 45. Donnell moves in motion. Head coach throws the screen out wide. Defense is all over. Donnie stays on his feet, breaks a few tackles, tries to make a play out of it. He's still going to lose 2 yards. And now does Coach Ambrose use his last timeout if he even has one. So he is going to use his last timeout. 3rd down and 12 with 23 seconds to go. The Warriors are now out of timeouts, so now you're in a scary situation. You don't want to give Raytown, you don't want to turn it over. That's first and foremost. You have to do anything, you throw it away or run the clock out. But maybe look to take a shot downfield to Jet Coleman or Max McKenzie. 2 super fast wide receivers, both run track. Maybe you can get in field goal range. We got a new kicker this year for field goals, Zach Wheeler. Schutz was a huge part of the kicking last year for the Warriors. He's a very consistent kicker. He knew his range, and he could knock him down. So 3 wide receivers, same formation they've been in the whole game in the pistol. Edgecourt takes a snap. He's going to look deep. He scrambles to his left, breaks a few tackles, and throws it away. The ball didn't get to the line of scrimmage. Sorry about that. The ball didn't get to the line of scrimmage. Now it'll set up 4th down and 12. I'm surprised they didn't throw the intentional grounding there. Not sure what the rules are for high school. Yeah, they threw the flag, intentional grounding, which is what I predicted. That Edgecourt threw it away, but he was hit as he threw it, and the ball didn't get to the line of scrimmage. So that'll push him back and set up a long 4th down. So expect Edgecourt to punt this one out.
4th down and 19.
Tough play there by Edgecourt. They didn't want to take the sack, so they threw it away. But it's always risky to do that, because if you fumble, that won't go so well. So Edgecourt's going to take his drop back and punt this one out. Beautiful punt by the QB. That is a beautiful leg right there.
Punt by number 11, Andrew.
He'll go into the end zone for a touchback here with 8 seconds to go in the half.
Raytown will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 7 seconds to go in the first half.
First down and 10. And the QB's going to run. Whitbeer has been all over the rushing yards today.
Right there with the carry.
But he runs it into the halftime.
That's the end of the first half.
And it's the end of the first half. Warriors 14. Raytown 6.
Raytown 6.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Bashir's Tree and Lawn, Eric Craig Real Estate Team, and the Chops Barbecue. We'll be back for the second half in 15 minutes.
Hello, Warrior fans. This is Eli Bosley. Welcome you back to the second half of this opening week game between the Raytown Bluejays and your defending Missouri Class 4 state champion Smithville Warriors. Warriors currently up by 8 going into the third quarter. So we'll be back. The second half will be starting shortly.
Number 23, Ronnie Brown.
All right, back for the second half. Warriors up by 8. As Raytown will kick this off to start the second half.
Riley Brown back to return.
Little high pooch kick. Covered at about the 30-yard line. Jaden Bennett will take that out to about the 43.
So Eli, Warriors are up by 8 here going into the second half. It's been a close game. Last time we were in a tight one. It was back in the state semis when we were down on it when we were playing
MICDS.
MICDS 7, Harrisonville 2.
Speaking of
Speaking of MICDS,
they're up 7-3.
7-2 against
7-2.
Harrisonville.
Warriors take over. First
They're up 7-2 against Harrisonville. Harrisonville's the team that made it to the state quarterfinal, if I'm not mistaken, last year.
Yeah. So 3 receivers out wide for Edgeworth. Made a motion. I think that's flip check. Is he going to hand off to Caleb Donnell? Caleb Donnell's going to hold. Going to the right. Oh, stiff arm to man.
Caleb Donnell on the carry for the Warriors.
Great run by Donnie, as always. Great power back.
I don't know how many Viewers tune into Good Morning Football or Kyle Brandt, but that was an angry run right there from Caleb Donnell. He does a show does a little section called Angry Runs, picks out best stiff arms and trucks in the league in the NFL, and Caleb Donnell just had a really nice stiff arm. Second down and 6.
Jet Coleman gonna go in motion. Goes back. Another run to Donnell. Donnell's got a hole going up the middle. Gonna be close.
So that'll bring up
5 yards.
third down and 1. Third down and 2, excuse me.
Number 34, Justin Jordan, on the tackle for Raytown.
It's gonna be 3rd and 2. The Blue Jay 48, 11:21 left in the third quarter. Warriors up by 8. Hedgecourt's going to take the snap, run it again with Donnell. It's going to be close again. I think he got forward progress, but might have to bring up the chain gang on this one. So, for the first down. And they're going to give him the first down. 1st and 10.
For a Warrior.
1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 46-yard line. 10:55 left in the third quarter. Caleb Donnell, excellent carries, and he's carrying the offense on his back this drive. Great job, Donnie.
You can tell Coach Ambrose is trying to get him going. It's only a matter of time before a guy like Donnie will get going.
Hey, slowly but surely, Toby.
Warriors love to be in this formation. They've been in it all night. They stole with 3 wide receivers.
Flip truck going in motion to the left. There's a pass. Looks like to Jet Coleman. Think they're going to give him forward progress, but excuse me, that was Carson Downey.
So right there, you see a screen pass, and Raytown has been on top of all these screens today.
Ty Atkins is going to come back in for Downey.
Raytown last year got killed by the screen passes from Rhett and Kelton. Those 2 guys are graduated now, and Raytown is all over these screens. They're ready for it this time.
It's the game plan. Got to be ready for it. I'd say this Raytown team is looking a little better. Looking a little better all around than they did last year, but those losses, they feel you. As Hedgecourt's going to roll out to his right. He's got an open receiver. Let's check Coleman down inside of the 14-yard line. Better throw from Hedgecourt.
That just goes to show you the big playability the Warriors will have this year. What Jet Coleman and Max McKenzie can bring to this squad. Hedgecourse rolls out to his right, and he's got both Max and Jet deep downfield. Jet was a little more open, so he hit Jet on the crossing route over the middle, but the Warriors are going to be, I think, more dangerous than last year when it comes to the deep ball, and they're going to be able to do a lot more things, Eli.
Ty Atkins one-on-one to the right, and they're going to run it with Preston Rash.
Tackle play by number 2, Jalen Johnson.
I'll try not to touch him.
Number 20, Preston Rash on the carry.
Preston Rash on the carry. It's 8 and 4.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Blue Jay 50. The Blue Jay 17-yard line? The 13-yard line, sorry.
The thing is, Eli, most Class 4 schools don't have a huge passing game.
No.
But this Warrior, that might be what's best about this Smithville team. With all
Passing
these
game.
weapons and Andrew Hedgecourt's senior year, they're going to be a great fuel in the passing game.
Get the cannons burning. Get the cannons going. Oh, great play. Attack it! The Warrior touchdown! zone! Booner in the zone!
What a beautiful play, Eli. They did a fake screen on one end, and they throw it on the other to Ty Adkins. And Ty Adkins takes off to the end zone, what some people call Boona.
Ty Boona in the end zone!
A beautiful screen play. That is something you see that Andy Reid might do. A little fake screen on one end and screen pass on the other. Beautifully well done.
Logan Hennigan setting up the extra points, trying to make this a 15-point game. 8:32 left in the third. What a great drive by the Warriors. It's up, and it is good.
It is good. 8:32 to go in the third quarter. Smithville 21, Raytown 6.
We'll be back in a short break.
Nice little fake there by the Warriors. That was like a Pat McAfee play.
Kessler on the return to the Blue Jays. Number 27, the kicker, Cooper Williams on the tackle for the Warriors.
So the Warriors have now more of a comfortable lead, Eli.
Yep.
So the refs are going to take an official timeout here.
You know, it's a big lead, and, you know, you can get comfortable now. You can start to, you know, just kind of relax a little bit, but got to try to get them to not score at the same time, because we don't want to make it a one-possession game again. But, you know, with a lead, like you're starting to get a lead like this, you're going to kind of relax a little bit. Like, not too much, but.
And the Warriors, it's hard to believe, Eli. The Warriors have had 3 possessions, only 3. They've scored all three times. Raytown has had, I believe, well, Smithville had one at the end of the half where we ended up punting, but you don't really need to count that. It was like there was like 30 seconds left and we couldn't really do much. But
yeah,
as far as full drives down the field, 3 for 3. Raytown's had much more opportunities, haven't been able to capitalize. But you do have to give Raytown credit. They've been going for it a lot.
They've been taking opportunities, which is what you need to do in a football game like this. You're playing on the biggest stage, and, you know, playing championship tier football against the defending state champions. You gotta take these opportunities as they come and go. So, regardless of what the scoreboard says, Raytown, they're giving it all they can. I'll give them that. Oh, another fumble. Dawson Strickland comes out of that play, almost intercepted.
I'll tell you what.
Borowski.
I'll tell you what, when you're playing a team that hasn't lost since 2020 and had the best defense in the state last year, you cannot afford to fumble snaps.
That's 4 tonight. You know, they had 3 straight in the second quarter. Quarterback center communication, it's one of the most important parts of the game. If you cannot get that down, you're not going to have a successful offense. you're not going to have a successful game. The plays aren't going to be successful. And overall, it's just going to look sloppy. That's a run play there by the Bulldogs.
That handoff went nowhere.
Number 34.
Bring it third down and around 8.
On the tackle for the Warriors.
Justin Perkins in on the tackle, the senior.
Be ready for the Warriors here to back everyone up, 4-man rush them. That's what they've been doing a lot this game. Their base 4-3 formation.
Still not counting out Ryan Weirs. Always manages to pull a rabbit out of the hat with his interception count. And his flip chuck is going to blitz. He threw it out. Right there, the quarterback threw it out in the direction of Aiden Ambrosian.
That was a great play call by Coach Spear, the defensive coordinator. They show a 4-man rush, but what they end up doing is they actually blitz Kevin Flipchuck through a gap, and he goes in unblocked and almost pulls off a sack.
It's only the third quarter, but, you know, if we were going to give player of the game, I don't know, Kevin Flipchuck. What about you, Toby?
Well, I'd have to say the offense has been so good, and that's mostly because of the quarterback, the leader of the squad, Andrew Hedgecourt. But that's right now. The Warriors need to know that the job's not finished. They need to finish out this game.
Out comes the offensive drive. It's like Preston Rash is going to start running back this drive. Give Donnie a little bit of a breather. Which is good, you know, the interchangeable. You can just switch people out with the experience they have.
Andrew Hedgecourt has
Great depth.
just maxed out these possessions so far.
Yeah.
And you have to start to wonder. Last year, the Warriors' offense is great. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, no.
Their defense is what carried the squad.
Yes.
This year, it might be more on the
Offensive side.
It might be a really fun team to watch the way this offense plays.
It's Carson Downey one-on-one to the right. I don't know if Hedgie might want to try it. It would be a good opportunity. I was just going to run it with Preston Rash.
Number 20, Preston Rash, number 2 for the Warriors.
Ty Atkins coming back in, a receiver for Downey.
Gain of 2 yards, second down and 8.
You ready for the Warriors to run the ball a little bit more on this drive? 6:52 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, like I said earlier, they're going to be a little more relaxed, kind of let it flow out naturally. Just kind of get these little yardage plays going, you know, but still keep driving down the field. But, you know, they're kind of a comfortable lead, so they can kind of take a step back. Just let the game play out naturally. His Hedgecourt's going to roll it to his right. Oh, he fumbled the hole. Oh, no.
Pass is complete. Ball was fumbled, recovered by the Bluejays.
And Raytown recovers. That was a costly mistake.
That is an awful call. There is no way that he caught that ball and fumbled. He clearly didn't catch it. He never even pulled it into his chest. Very bad call. Right there, you just saw the Warriors run the same exact play they did earlier.
Yeah.
Jet Coleman, and it works. He just dropped it, but I'm sorry, Eli. I don't think he fumbled.
I'll give you that, Toby. It looked like
Just looked like a drop.
Looked like he contained possession for about a second, and then he dropped it.
But I think Hedgecourt missed Max McKenzie there. Max McKenzie was
Yeah.
wide open deep downfield.
And that set up the Blue Jays really good because they're at the 31-yard line right now as they run a little run play. 6:14 left in the third.
Number 17, Shane Watson.
Blue Jays get 5 on the play, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4.
Warriors have been kicking themselves in the foot a couple times. Booted an onside kick and now a fumble. Raytown's had all the opportunities, Eli.
It's costly mistakes like that that win or lose you a football game. You know, earlier, this White Bear is going to get. Oh! Oh! There's a touchdown! That's a touchdown! You're not going to tell me otherwise! He can chase him! Oh, it's a touchdown! Eli Noor! I've seen that, and I have seen that man run. He is fast.
The big D tackle turned on the legs. A 70-yard fumble return to the end zone. At first, I thought he might fall when we were at the end. He started to slow down. A big man like that was moving.
Well, he's going to stand. About a 65-yard fumble recovery.
And you know who started that sequence? Dawson Strickland. Came right to the quarterback and immediately made him flush the pocket. Good things happen when you make the quarterback uncomfortable.
I think against extra points, Toby, we were talking about that earlier. Hedge court, it's that football and baseball IQ, that split second. It's that split second knowledge, it's what really defines a game. You have to have that split second knowledge, a quarterback. Am I going to pass it or am I going to run it? And that's what makes hedge court good, is both as a dual threat quarterback. He has that split second knowledge from both football and baseball to where I got to know where to make the play, make it happen, and adjust.
I feel like the Raytown quarterback might have needed. I feel like the Raytown quarterback kind of needed that there, a little bit of quick decision making, because right there he kind of forced it. Right.
You don't want to force those plays, especially when you're trying to come back. White Bear.
White Bear's been brilliant in this game, but sometimes he tries to do too much.
It's the costly mistakes.
And the Warriors definitely aren't letting him get away with it. Now the Warriors are looking good. The defense stepped up and had hedge course back. That's exactly what you want out of this defense this year. The defense doesn't need to be a hero. The defense
just need to do their job, as Bill Belichick would eloquently say. Do your job. Warriors might squid this. They're playing house money right now, Toby. Why not? Little pooch kick. They're caught at about the 31. So this defense comes right back out.
That was when the defense has to dig down deep. Just had a scoop and score. But now they have to come right back onto the field. So how can the Warriors defense do when they are fatigued?
It's a 22-point lead, but no lead safe. You gotta keep the flow going. You gotta keep the elements of the game moving to where you're playing good football. All the plays happen, and you're preventing the offense from scoring.
Number 6, Freddie Esser on the carry for the Bluejays.
So Eli just received news that Platte County is tied with Kearney at 7 in the second half. So Kearney is doing a great job hanging with Platte County.
Highway 92 rivalry, gotta love it. Playing Platte County next week at home. That's big. It's big for next week. White Bear's going to take off and run. Gets the first down. out across the 45, about a couple yards short of the 50. I'm going to say about the 48-yard line.
Number 4.
Great run by Wiper, though.
For the Warriors. That's good for a Bluejay first round. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Like I said, boss,
White Bear is doing really good on those plays where he's not forcing the ball.
I think this Warriors defense might be a little fatigued, and this is a good test to see how this defense can do when they're tired.
Adversity. Gonna need it for the playoffs. Oh! Big collision there.
Ben Morowski on the tackle.
That was Ben Morowski on the tackle.
White Bear's pass was complete to number 11.
Ben Morowski kind of reminds me of a Trey McDuffie.
Yes.
Pick up a
He's
two.
not the tallest guy, but he will play.
He hits hard.
He hits hard, does his job.
Little Steve Atwater, Ronnie Lott. Second and 8 at the Warrior 48-yard line. White Bears gonna have to scramble and
White Bear with a scramble.
get sacked. Maybe picked up about a yard or two. Uh-oh, no. And Aiden Ambrosian came up limping off that after that play, so that is not good for this defense. Uh-oh. That is not... They are taking Aiden Ambrosian to the bench right now. He is limping hard.
Third down and 7 for the Blues.
So we will see what happened to him later. The timeout taken. The lead by the Warriors.
Coach Ambrosen seemed very frustrated with the ref.
Yeah.
They tried to get Aiden Ambrosen off the field while the Raytown offense was trying to hurry up, and the refs had no regard for the injury. So Coach Ambrosen had to use the timeout now, and he still is having words with the ref. Screaming at the ref and threw off his head.
But, you know, I don't blame him. It's a courtesy thing. If a Raytown guy gets injured, we give him the luxury of letting them get off the field.
The trainer and the AD are next to Aiden Ambrosen as they're looking at what it's either his ankle or his knee.
Yeah, it looked like he was clutching his ankle a little bit. Jace Farrell's over there with them, and so is Hedgeworth.
First game for Aiden Ambrosen where he has started at linebacker.
And that's hard to see because Aiden Ambrosian makes some really great plays.
He plays with a lot of heart. He's going to be hopefully he's healthy, Eli, because he's a huge part of this defense.
Timeout. Third down and 7. Ball's at the 49-yard line for the Bluejays.
You know, they're already missing Derek Boyd and that Aiden Ambrosian. The linebacker group's going to look a little more depleted. But you know, the defensive depth is really good. And obviously, after what we saw last year on both offense and defense, these guys, you know, they get plugged in and they can come in and do the job the same as the guys before them, and that's really good. As they get stuffed, a whole lot of Warriors in that play. Looked like Sam Warrenson and Ryan Weirs were the first ones in on that play.
And Raytown's
A big third down here for the Blue Jays.
this is going to be fourth down, Eli, and there's 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and
Fourth down and 6.
you have to wonder and think Raytown's probably going to go for this. They got nothing to lose down.
They
22.
got to do it. You know, it's a 22-point difference. You got to start taking chances. You know, Raytown's been doing it all game though, so it's like a walk in the park.
Fourth down and 7.
Big player Wiper. Oh, almost sacked by Tristan Enshon. Wiper is going to get the first down and more.
Number 7, White Bear with the
Oh, but there's a flag on the play.
There's a hold on Raytown. That's coming
It's
back.
coming back. So another crucial third, fourth, and long play where Raytown converts, but it's going to come back. And that's painful. It's painful to see if you're a Raytown fan because Raytown puts themselves up for all these opportunities. But stupid penalties like that, sooner or later, it's going to catch up with you, and it's catching up with them. A 4th and 14 at the Warrior 42-yard line. Or sorry, the Blue Jay 42-yard line. 2:34 left in the third. Warriors still maintaining that 28-6 lead. Raytown is going to have to be very sharp on this play because this might decide game. Oh! And did he catch that? Oh! Well, there was the sharpness on the play by Raytown. Almost an interception by Ryan Weirs, but great play call by the Blue Jays there. That was a pretty.
Well, Eli, that was a tough play there, and Coach Spear looks very angry.
Yeah,
with his defensive players.
That was a big 30-yard gain as the quarterback White Bear is down right now. And this crowd just went silent.
I'm not so sure that's the quarterback. I think it's a lineman.
A lineman?
It looks like
it looks like it could be.
It looks like he's cramping.
Yeah.
The trainer is stretching him out. It looks like a cramp. But
that was a big play for Raytown because big play like that, it's going to kind of boost your confidence a little bit and get you back in the game, especially when you're down. Big situations like this, you're going to start to come back. Maybe, but that was a big confidence booster for the
Raytown
Blue Jays.
Raytown's kind of showed that, these Smithville players can be human at times and make mistakes. And right there, they took a shot downfield, and it was an amazing catch. And Raytown's been playing with their hair on fire. You got to give them credit.
Almost intercepted by Ryan Weirs, and we almost got that Ryan Weirs interception, but there was that adversity, how are the Warriors how are they gonna bounce back after that big play, 1st and 10 at the 17 for the Blue Jays, 2:27 left in the third.
And like I said at the beginning of this drive, this is a test because the Warriors are fatigued. They just got a scoop and score, and they're tired. They're coming right back on defense, so they have to prove themselves.
And Toby, what they do in these early games, it sets the scene for what goes on in the later games, As Dawson took the big tackler, if they feel fatigued in these first couple of games, and they're starting to get that going and learn and adjust to that, it's prime for when they go to the playoffs and they're playing against these teams that, run like the K-gun offenses like the Buffalo Bills did in the 90s. These hurry-up offenses to where you're only getting 2 to 3 seconds on every play. It's a real learning experience. As Raytown with another run play here. Gets across the 10 and goes into the end zone for a Blue Jay touchdown. Minute 30 left in the third, and so Raytown shortens the lead a little bit, 28-12. The real question here is, are you going to go for 2, or are you going to make it a 15, or are you just going to try the extra point?
No doubt they're going for 2.
They got to go for 2 here, make it a 2-possession game. If they make it, it sets Raytown up a little bit more comfortably.
This is a good learning experience for the Warriors defense.
Raytown already 0 for 1 tonight on 2-point conversions. They tried that 2-point conversion earlier on in the first quarter.
They have
almost completed it, but it was very short.
They have everyone spread out. Watch for a QB draw.
Yep. There's a hole to the right side. White Bear could have taken it. He puts almost intercepted.
Looked like Ben Morosky purposely.
I thought Morosky was going to intercept it.
I think he was going to, but he decided to bat it down, make sure nobody else could catch it.
But Whitebear, he had a hole on the right side. He could have taken that. But good for the Warriors defense. 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions tonight. So, and that's a great learning experience because it shows that when you're on the goal line, you can goal line stand a little bit on those 2-point conversions because
Right now, the Warriors offense is going to be hungry. They just fumbled, so they're going to be on top.
they're taking what they learned from middle school because in middle school you only have 2-point conversions. So a little bit of experience in that field, but high school level is a little more different.
Number 18, Max McKenzie, number 16, Jeff Hart.
Right at the 92nd mark of the third quarter. Almost out of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen.
This is going to be a big drive and a big decider in this game. If the Warriors go down and score a touchdown, that can ice it.
High kick fielded at about the 17-yard line. The Warriors offense is going to start right at the 30, and so let's see if Hedgeworth can lead this Warriors offense to score on another drive. Get them to bounce back. Take a 23-point lead if they score the touchdown. Unless they go for the 2-point conversion.
There's a minute 24 left in the third quarter. And I want to see the Warriors maintain being aggressive and maintain throwing the ball. Because that's what they're best at. And they got a lot of weapons.
And the more you throw, the quarterback's going to get that connection with the receiver. And, the more he can... his little draw play with Hedgeworth. But like I was saying, when a quarterback finds that connection with the receiver, he's going to start to trust it a little more. And then when you know that they can complete the play, it sets the offense up greatly because the quarterback's going to be able to rely on his receivers to make that play. And just the more passes, the defense is going to get worn out because of miscommunication and misdirection. So if the Warriors just keep the foot on the gas,
It's all about the chemistry between.
Yeah, might be one more play before the end of the third. Take us to the fourth. The team chemistry is important because, he's going out. Jet Coleman. Almost a wide open touchdown.
A beautiful play
Beautiful
call.
play.
They decided to do a fake screen and throw it deep to Jet Coleman, and he had him. But Hedgeworth may have been looking for him to wing it towards the sideline a little bit and kind of airmailed him. But Hedgeworth's defense, the pressure came to him, and he was hit as
And regardless of how that play ended up, that was a great setup. There's that connection, the quarterback to the receiver. Hedgeworth, knows to make those connections because of last year when they stepped in for Kelton and Rhett. And you can take those.
3rd down and 7.
Take those experiences. And it'll be really nice to see who's going to be the number 1 receiver. Hedgeworth gets sacked. If the Warriors play this smart, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Warriors up by 16 at the end of the third. That'll take us to the fourth quarter because I don't think the Warriors are going to run another play. Facing a 4th and 13 when we come back. The 4th and final quarter of this opening week game between the Raytown Bluejays and your Smithville Warriors.
down and 13.
So 4th down and 13. Warriors probably just going to punt this one. As head score makes it look like they're going for it. He's going to drop back and punt it. But right there, the Warriors threw the ball and took shots downfield and were aggressive, like I kind of wanted them to do. But it ended up not working, and now they're in a spot. Might be in a dangerous situation here. 11:52 to go in the 4th quarter, winning by 16.
38-yard line.
Yeah, if Raytown gets the point conversion, it could be an 8-point game or 28-20.
No Aiden Ambrosen is still being checked out by the trainer.
Still on the bench. You remember what happened the last time? A crucial game. It's 28-20 in the 4th quarter. Patriots ended up coming back and winning the Super Bowl. So anything can happen.
They got to keep their eyes on the prize. 1st down and 10. Give to the running back. Looks like he was piled up for about a gain of 3.
Number 62, Eli Noah. Number 20, Preston Rash.
Eli Noor and Preston Rush on the tackle.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 42.
It's going to be go time for Raytown. They're going to move quick, and they're going to have to be aggressive.
Can't waste any time here, Toby.
2nd down and 6.
You're in a position where
Handoff.
you have got to get these plays going, get this offense working, and it's all got to mesh together because if you make one crucial mistake, it could cost you the game. You know, they're skating on thin ice right now. Just got to keep pushing.
Like I said,
Both sides of the ball, both the Warriors and the Blue Jays.
linebacker position's a bit short. They just lost Aiden Ambrosen, so they're going to have to make it up some way or another. It looks like Dawson Strickland is now off the line and playing Aiden Ambrosen's position. A QB draw goes for about 4 yards. So Dawson Strickland, who is normally on the edge,
So they got, sorry, Toby, they got Cole Becker in there playing Strickland's spot now that Ambrosen's out.
so Dawson Strickland is normally an edge rusher, is now being moved to a linebacker position with Aiden Ambrosen out, being checked out by the trainer. And the trainer's still looking at it on the bleachers. 2nd down and 6. Raytown lined up in the pistol. Whitbeer takes the snap. It's a handoff. Oh! Great tackle by Preston Rash, who comes right through the A gap.
Get crazy, Eli Noor too. He met the man right at the line.
And now it's 3rd down and 6. But
10 minutes left.
10 minutes left, and you know, Eli, everywhere on this field is 4-down territory for the Blue Jays. So Raytown's going to line up.
Got to start taking those shots, Toby. It's now or never.
Raytown's going to line up. It looks like they have Scripps out on the left side, and nobody on the right side. 3rd down. Whitbeer takes the snap. He's looking deep downfield. Now he's going to scramble to his right. Continues to run, looking on the scramble.
Oh, what a hit.
Great hit by Dawson Strickland.
Strickland.
He seems to be everywhere at once.
Whitebeard got up. I don't know how, but
This is a guy.
what a hit by Dawson.
This is a guy who broke his femur and has had multiple surgeries on his hip, and I mean,
Part of a champion.
he plays so hard. And now it's 4th down and 6.
Great dude.
4th down and 4.
Great dude to be around.
So big play here for the Warriors, trying to get them off the field. Raytown's going to go 5 wide in the spread. Warriors dropping everyone back. 4-man rush. Fakes a hitch. Now Whitbeer's going to look. He's going to look deep.
Cole Becker coming in there. And almost.
Ryan Weirs laid a hit on the receiver. It's almost picked by Sam Warrenson, and there is the receiver down on the
Get up,
ground.
Weirs. All right.
Weirs kind of got banged up.
Oh, shoot. Now Weirs is limping. Oh, boy. Well, he's jogging. That's the good sign. But he obviously appears to be hurt.
Raytown has two guys on the ground right now. This is a bang-bang collision play.
It's like Going back to Steve Atwater, it's like the Steve Atwater play in the Super Bowl against the Packers.
Football is a dangerous sport.
Yep. I mean, people like Jack Tatum, notorious for those hard hits, and sometimes the dudes that got hit paid the price. It's a very it's a very contacting sport, but they've been taking measures to reduce the amount of damage, but still they're still showing the intensity.
And sometimes, like with football, there's only so much you can do to prevent injuries.
Yeah.
Injuries are just going to be part of this game, and oftentimes, football often comes down to who has better depth in their chart.
Any sport. I mean, got a lot of baseball players on this football team, You don't have a good minor league system, then those dudes that you call up to the majors 4 to 5 years, how are they going to produce? How are you going to win in a 162-game season? So it's important to have depth.
Edgecourt still runs off blockers, finally taken down. And you do have to say, like, Edgecourt is a great runner, but sometimes there's no reason to have him run just for a chance of injury, such as that play. There's no point in having him run the ball.
So Ryan Weirs is walking right now, so it looks like he's a little fine. And Aiden Ambrosian's up. He's walking. He's still got a little limp, but goes back to sit down.
He's got one shoe off though.
Yeah, I don't know if Ambrose gonna be playing the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think.
Ryan Weirs looks like he's okay, which is a good sign for the Warriors defense.
2nd down and 5. Raytown showing blitz. Edgecourt takes a snap and hands it off. Preston Rash. And I'll tell you what, the run game for the Warriors is usually a big part of their offense, especially last year. But
yeah,
right now Raytown's doing a great job of clogging those gaps.
Mm-hmm.
They're loading the box and they're having success doing it.
Jaden Bennett coming out.
So 3rd down and 3. Look for the Warriors to run the ball or do a play action here, try and catch the defense off guard. Edgecourt tries to get him off sides. Now he's going to
audible.
He knows the blitz is coming. He's reading it. He's going to take a step back. It's a fly route. He's got him.
Whoa! What a catch! Ty Atkins! What a catch from Typhoona!